Yes.
Okay, so we were doing uh, May-June 2020 paper 1-1, and we have to start with question number 33. Fats are essential components of human diet. The diagram shows a fat molecule. Which description of this fat molecule is correct? See, if you look at this functional group, there is a C double bond O, and that same carbon is bonded to O, right? This makes this functional group as an ester functional group, right? So, and the other thing you are observing over here, the prefix is written saturated and unsaturated. So if you look at there, beside the ester functional group, there is a no double bond between carbon-carbon atoms, which makes it saturated. So that's why it is considered as saturated, because there is a no double bond between carbon atoms, and it is not considered as unsaturated. So unsaturated, they are not, this molecule is not unsaturated but saturated. So on the basis of that, I will mark C and D wrong. Now I would left with A and B. In A, there is a carboxylic acid written over here, and these are not carboxylic acids but esters. So A goes wrong, and B is your correct answer. Is this understandable?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now question number 34. A molecule of the compound C4H6 is shown. If you see, there is a two double bonds. So if you recall, whenever there is a one carbon-carbon double bond, we use the ene in the suffix. But if there is a two double bonds, two carbon-carbon double bonds, if there are two carbon-carbon double bonds, then we call it diene. Okay, what we call it, diene. This molecule undergo an addition reaction with excess of bromine and an addition reaction with steam. So one molecule of C4H6 reacts with dash of bromine, one molecule or two molecules. So if you look at over here, there are two double bonds. So what would happen? These two double bonds turns into single bonds, and then the bromine atoms are going to be added over here in these four atoms. So if you see, there are two bromine molecules which are undergoing reaction, which undergo addition reaction over here. So it means that A and B are wrong because they have written one molecule. Is this understandable to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. When C4H6 reacts with steam, dash is formed. So if you recall, whenever an alkene reacts with the, steam, the double bond turns into a single bond, and one carbon bonds with the hydrogen and the other carbon bonds with the OH, and that's why they form alcohols. So alcohol is being formed. So here a carboxylic acid is written, which makes D option wrong, and our correct answer is C. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, question number 35. The molecules of two hydrocarbon compounds X and Y each contain only 4 carbon atoms. X is saturated and Y is unsaturated. Saturated means there is a single bond between carbon-carbon atoms, and unsaturated means there is a double bond between carbon atoms. Which statement is correct? Under suitable conditions, Y polymerizes. Yes, if Y have a unsaturated and it have a carbon-carbon double bond, so it may undergo polymerization. So our first statement is correct. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
The complete combustion of 1 mole of Y produces more carbon dioxide than the complete combustion of 1 mole of X. If both have a 4 carbon atoms, so the number of moles of carbon dioxide produced whether by X or by Y are actually the same. So no any either X or Y. is going to form more carbon dioxide. Both will form equal amount of carbon dioxide. So that's why second statement goes wrong. And as second goes wrong, this one and this one are going to be wrong one because both contains 2. One molecule of Y contains more hydrogen atoms than one molecule of X. If Y is unsaturated, then the correct statement would be less hydrogen, not more hydrogen, because due to a double bond, a compound having a unsaturated structure or a compound which are unsaturated have a lesser hydrogens with them. So third statement also goes wrong and B statement also goes wrong, and your correct answer is A. Is this understandable to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
if
sir.
anyone have any doubt, please ask Hassan,
Clear, sir.
Duran, Arish, Umar.
Clear, sir.
Okay. Now question number 36. Which conversion involve oxidation? So ethanol, when turns into carbon dioxide and water, it's a combustion reaction, and combustion is always oxidation, so it is correct. When ethanol forms ethanoic acid, this is also oxidation. So second statement is also correct. When ethanol forms ethanoic acid, when ethene turns into polyethene, no, this is not oxidation. Okay, so third is wrong. 1 and 2 both are oxidation. Okay,
Yes, sir. Seems.
so it means yes, C is the correct answer. D, A and B, A, B and D are wrong ones, and C is the correct answer. Okay, is this clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Now, question number 37. Compound T reacts with a magnesium, aqueous sodium hydroxide, and ethanol. Okay, which group does T contain? T reacts with magnesium, sodium hydroxide, and ethanol. So it's a metal, it's an alkali, and here we have an alcohol. So only organic compound which can react with all these categories of the substances, which react with a metal, which can react with an alkali, which can react with an alcohol, are actually carboxylic acids. Are what? Are carboxylic acids. So if you look over here, there is alcohol, so A goes wrong. There is a carbon-carbon double bond, this goes wrong, and there is an ester over here, so D goes wrong. So here we have an alcohol, here we have an alkene, here we have carboxylic acid, and here we have an ester. So C is your correct answer. Now, which type of reaction could be used in the polymerization of ethene? Ethene have a double bond, carbon-carbon double bond, and every molecule which undergo polymerization, if have a double bond, then it would go addition polymerization. So B, C, and D are wrong answers, and A is correct answer. You have to remember this, that compounds containing a double bond, when undergo polymerization, they will undergo addition polymerization. Is this
Okay.
clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now question number 39. Insulin is a protein made in the human body. Which statement about insulin are correct? It is a condensation polymer. Yes. It is a condensation polymer. It is as it's a protein, and protein is always made from condensation polymer. You have to remember this. Okay, this is the key point over here. It is a synthetic polymer. As they said that it's produced in human body, so it must be natural, not synthetic. So second
Yes.
statement is wrong. And if second statement is wrong, then option A and option D cannot be correct. When hydrolyzed, it produces only one monomer. Is this statement is correct? No, this statement is wrong
No,
because
sir.
there are many different kinds of amino acids, many different molecules of amino acids which join together to give you protein. So we are left with only C option. So C option is the correct one. Yes, is this clear to everyone? Umar, Hassan, Arish, Abdullah, and Duran.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay. Question number 40. Statement about polymers is correct. Nylon and terylene both produced by addition polymerization. No, they are condensation polymers. Nylon and
yes,
terylene both contains the amide linkage. No, wrong.
no,
Nylon contains amide and terylene contains ester linkage. Simple
yes,
sugars are produced by hydrolysizing protein. Very wrong. Protein on
no,
hydrolysis gives you amino acids, not you know, this simple sugars. Then it means our D option is correct, that starch contains the element carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Yes, starch is a you know, complex sugar, and sugar like glucose. If you recall the formula of glucose, it is C6H12O6. So on all sugars have a carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen only. So here we have ended our paper, right? And